Hey, you! Are you ready for explosions, snake horses, demon dragon team-up combos, and breaching multiverses? If so, then you need to check out this deck right here.
Thanks, Mr. Scary Announcer Man. That's right. Today we are playing a deck I'm calling Caustic Combo. Now, this is an archetype that existed quite a while back during the March of the Machine Aftermath set release, centered around Hidetsugu and Kairi. 5 mana, 2 blue, black, 5/4 flying ogre demon dragon. When Hidetsugu and Kairi enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. So basically it's a brainstorm when it enters the battlefield, but when it dies, you can exile the top card of your library, and then target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. If it's an instant or sorcery card, you can cast it without paying its mana cost. The combo with this is typically to get an explosive singularity as one of the cards that's on top. Then you exile it, they take 10 damage, and then you get to cast the card for free, dealing an additional 10 damage. Voila, 20 damage. So why are we playing this in OTJ Standard? Well, we got a few new cards that make this deck a little bit more consistent, a little more fun. Caustic Franco being the namesake card of the deck, because Caustic Franco gives us another way to either draw cards, because most of the cards in our deck other than these are very cheap, and we don't have to run as many of them. So we don't have to worry about getting so much damage to ourselves, but we do run a few creatures, so Phyrexian Fleshgorger and Greedy Freebooters, and then Hidetsugu and Kairi them itself can also saddle Caustic Bronco if we need it to, but we have Insatiable Avarice is a new card from OTJ as well that can let us search for a card and put it on top, which is exactly what we are looking for in a card if we really need to get this one of these cards on top. There are lots of ways that we can win. We don't just have to hit Explosive Singularity. We can also breach the multiverse, which will deal 7 to them. Then we get to cast Breach for free, and then we get the Hidetsugu back for free, put some more cards on top, find another way to kill it or sacrifice it, or if the opponent kills it, we can also use Push-Pull to get it back again, and then it gets sacrificed at the end of turn, so it's guaranteed to die after it attacks. Just a ton of really awesome combos. Push-Pull is another new addition to this archetype that I really like, as both a way to kill our Hidetsugu if we need to, and also a way to get it back from the graveyard and guarantee that we are hitting those explosive singularities off the top. We also have 3 steps ahead from the new set, because sometimes being able to make a copy of Hidetsugu and Kairi so that we have to sacrifice one of them to get the trigger can also be very useful. Plus counter spells and draw discard, which are very good. So with that, it is literally a combo deck. We're all in on the combo. We are just trying to survive until we can play Hidetsugu and Kairi and then find a way to kill our opponent in one go. So let's get into some games and see if this can keep up with OTJ Standard today. All right. Let's do some explosions. Proxy. I bet there's a lot of people triggered by that word. Opponent goes first. We got Bronco, we got Path, we got Hidetsugu. Ooh, that was a great draw. Let's go ahead and get down to Haunted Ridge. Forest for the opponent. Down Underground River, play Bronco. Do they have a counter spell? They don't. What manner of green-blue deck is this, I wonder? Another forest. Ancient Cornucopia. Well, they're not going to like this very much. Unless they have a Fading Hope in their hand. Curving out into the Fleshgorger. Hey, it's my little sidekick. Say hello, Mr. Wrinkles. You ready to watch some explosions? All right, let's saddle up this Bronco with a gigantic metal worm. That sounds like something that happens in real life, right? My sidekick is desperate for attention right now. They do have a Fading Hope. Oh, come on. What are the odds? That was like the perfect curve, too. frustration. Yes, I see you. Tranquil Frillback. They can use that to kill our Flesh Gorger and gain the life back that they spend killing it. They don't kill it. What? What is that choice? Let's play the tap land. I don't see any reason to play the Bronco again. I'd rather hold up counter magic and then play Hidetsugu and Kairi next turn and maybe just win. He's not usually this forceful during my videos. He must really want you guys to know he's here. Pass the turn. Take our 3 damage. See what our opponent plans on doing. Nothing. Playing Fading Hope makes me think they have counterspell, so maybe I should draw and discard here. Try to bait a counterspell if they have one. Make them think we're desperate. Let's discard Path of Peril. Feels pretty bad in this matchup. Shipwreck Marsh. Let's try to get it down. See what happens. We got to find one of our goodies in the 3 cards we draw. All right, it resolves. No goodies, all lands. Okay. Well, in that case, let me put these 2 things on top. Get in for 3. Let's see what the opponent's got here. What are you doing? With your goose sleeves and your hooded mystery man avatar and your controversial name. They're going to put 2 counters on Blast Zone so they can blow up our Flesh Gorger. But this also blows up their Frillback and their Cornucopia, so they should be careful. Cavern of Souls on Phyrexian. What Phyrexian are they playing? Jingataxius? Or maybe Vorinclex? Bonnie Paul. All right. Bonnie Paul. He's attacking. He's got a green mana. Chooses Elemental for the second Cavern. Does he really just suicide this dinosaur? I guess so. Let's play Haunted Ridge. I guess the first thing I should do is attack and see if he's willing to block the Hidetsugu and Kairi, because he loses Bonnie Paul, so he chooses to double block the Gorger instead, which is fine. Am I willing to risk? I think we play Freebooter and Bronco here. And then just pass. Gets in with Bonnie Paul. We'll block the gigantic cow. I do love Bo. He's a wonderful cow. Now we get the Scry, get rid of the Sulfur Springs on top, and increase the chance that we can get something good on top for Hidetsugu and Kairi. Land. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna saddle the Bronco. See what we draw here. 3 steps ahead. Then I'm going to sack Hidetsugu and Kairi to kill the Bonnie Paul. See if we get really lucky. It's a land, which is fine. And then we will play Callous Sellsword, which comes in as a 3/3, so that we can saddle the Bronco again next turn. And then we will plan on holding up 3 steps ahead to counter something and draw 2 cards. Like that. No thanks. You can keep your filthy smuggler surprise in the graveyard where it belongs. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we'll put the Mirax back in the yard. Push pull was exactly what we were looking for. Not exactly, but it's it's one of our goodies. All right, what are they gonna do? This hits only equal to the number, not or less. Okay. They had another smuggler surprise. All right, they didn't get any creatures out of the milling. Do they have 2 in hand? They do. Ooh. Are they gonna gain 5 life? No. So we still have a shot. They get a whole bunch of goodies in hand. Man. Okay, well, let's block the cow because we're not gonna attack with the Bronco. We can't win that way. 5 mana and 3 mana. Okay, so here's what I think we do. I think we play Hidetsugu and Kairi. We find 2 very good cards on top. I was kind of hoping we'd find a removal spell for Hidetsugu. Wait. No, we win. Okay, so we put Bronco and Singularity. All right, and then put Singularity on top. We saddle Bronco, and then we pull Hidetsugu. Easy. Boom, take 20. Explosion. Submit 0, 10 more to the face. Boom. That's how it's done, boys and girls. All right, Diamond 3. All right, who's next? Escort 001. You ready for some explosions? We get to go first. This is not a crazy exciting hand, but with us going first, it might not be too bad. If it's an aggro deck, we can Insatiable Avarice to go and get a board wipe. I think this is fine. We have a lot of cheap cards to draw into. Tiny Bone's the pickpocket. We don't really care too much. Freebooter was a great draw. That could get us to Hidetsugu and Kairi quicker. And then Even if Breach the Multiverse is the only thing we hit off of him, that's still very good. Forsaken Miner. Opponent's gonna attack. We will absolutely block. I feel like it was a very, very wasteful attack. We'll keep the land. So now we have all the land we need to play Hidatsugu and Kairi. If the opponent's playing mono black, all they have is stuff that kills Hidatsugu and Kairi, so we should be good. Because we can go Insatiable Avarice to go fetch. So play a swamp. I think we're just gonna draw 3 and lose 3. Yep, that works. Face down card. So Skelly Boys. Beautiful. All right, so we play Hidatsugu and Kairi. And hopefully we draw another big spell to put on top with the breach. Yeah, breach. Nice. So we get double breach. Keep them there. So that way if they don't kill the Hidatsugu and Kairi, we still have a breach on top. Corpses of the Lost. It's not enough to kill us. So I'm going to go ahead and block the Tiny Bones because it's only 1 less damage we're blocking and we get the breach. So breach. We'll take their Tiny Bones and we'll take our Hidatsugu again. We'll draw 3, put Explosive Singularity on top, but second. Because I doubt they can kill our Hidatsugu and Kairi right now. So we'll draw the Sulphurous Springs, play a swamp, discard a card, kill our own Hidatsugu and Kairi, discard a card, hit them in the face for 10, cast it for free, hit them in the face for 10, and GG's. Easy peasy. It's explosion time. Explosion time. I can't pronounce your name, but we're gonna explode you anyway. Opponent goes first, and we have no untapped lands. That's unfortunate, but we'll keep because we've still got a pretty decent curve even without that. Lush Portico for the opponent. Hey, look at that. An untapped black source. Nice. And it's technically a red source. They do not play something. I'm tempted to Callous Sellsword to ramp. I think I'm gonna get the scry. Don't think we need to land because we'll have the treasure. We just want to get the Hidatsugu and Kairi as quickly as possible before they have something to do that can ruin our life. More lands. So we'll play Flesh Forger. Good threat. Rockfall Veil for the opponent. And Geological Appraiser. What do they ramp into? Oh, the lockdown's gonna get our treasure. They cast it just to get rid of our treasure. How rude. How absolutely rude. Well, I suppose we play the Shipwreck Marsh. Get in for 3. Put the opponent down to 15. And save the Quintorius Canned. Yeah, we're definitely going to counter that. No thanks. And then hopefully this Hidatsugu and Kairi. Man, we're just drawing all the lands. I'm glad we get to keep the Altwara though. We do not find anything good though. That's unfortunate. So we'll take the Shipwreck Marsh. I suppose we put the Gorger on top in case they kill it so they at least take 7. That'll put them down to 5. And then we've also got a Restless Reef we can attack with. Jetmir's Garden for the opponent. Opponent just moves on. All right. So I guess we will just go to combat. Opponent takes it. Beautiful. Play a Mirac. Pass the turn. Copperline Gorge for the opponent. Opponent has enough mana to play a Carnosaur now. And they scoop. Didn't even have to explode this one.
Hey you, it's me again. Bet you thought you were done with me after the intro, but you were wrong. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button if you're enjoying this and you don't want to see me anymore. Back to the games.
All right, Drover. Are you ready for me to your mind? I sure hope so. Great curve. Beautiful. This is what we live for. Opponent goes first. We will play the Restless Reef first. Oh, Lunarch Veteran. Alright, so let's get the tap land out of the way. And then we play the 2 fast lands and then the Shipwreck Marsh. Spellbook Vendor. Alright, we're going to have to be really quick. Or we're going to have to draw a Path of Peril. Brutal Cathar. That's brutal. Literally. We had the good curve, but they also had the good curve. Alright, so Darkflick Shores. I guess we can't afford to be cute. We need to play the Gorger. So we have a good blocker. Opponent is going to Vendor. I mean, I will absolutely block that Cathar. They don't have any legendary, so they can't have an extra Ganjo. Yep, okay, so I get my Caustic Bronco back. I gain 3 life. Like, that feels pretty good. That was a fair exchange, I believe. I think the opponent was a little overzealous there. They play a Lunarch Veteran, gain a life. And a Ward to the Inner Sky. Ooh, tap all your stuff. They love tapping their stuff. Tap your stuff. Tap your stuff. Tap your stuff. They're doing it. Yeah. Scry to the bottom. Oh, they kept it on top. Darn. I can't ask for everything, I suppose. Ooh, Insatiable Avarice will be very good next turn. Let's play Gorger. Crew. Saddle the Bronco. Nice! Push pull on top. Wait. Oh, they were at a pretty high life total. That's why. Okay. I'm like, wait, did it only hit them for 2? The converted mana cost of that is 8. Are they gonna hit the Flesh Gorger or the Bronco? That's the question. This push pull though could absolutely steal us the game eventually. It looks like they hit the Bronco. They don't have any mana to bend or anything. Are they going to tap stuff again? They sure are. Are they going to attack? They put one on the bottom, so that's a good thing at least. Do they attack? They do. Getting frisky. All right. Puts us down to 11. All right, so question is, what do we play this turn? I kind of want to kill this Warden of the Inner Sky before it becomes a problem. But I also kind of want to kill their Werefox Bodyguard and get my Bronco back. But I have 2 Broncos in my hand. So the intelligent play is probably to kill this Warden of the Inner Sky. As much as I want to save pull, I actually think this is better. So let's get in with the Gorger. Go back up to 14. See if they have more removal for this Bronco. They do. They have another Werefox Bodyguard. Quite aggravating. Although they may go after the Gorger at this point if they get annoyed enough with the life gain. Nope, going after the Bronco. I mean, that's the smart choice because Bronco could kill them almost. They get in for 6. Owie. Path of Peril is very good. So I think we pass. That's only going to kill their little stuff, but I mean, it definitely slows them down a lot. We play another Bronco. Get in for 3. If one of these Broncos sticks, this Insatiable Avarice is going to win us the game. Luminous Phantom. And Hopeful Initiate. The opponent tries... Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to block these bodyguards because I get a Bronco back, so it's literally no sweat off my back to lose the one that I block with. Another Bronco. Decisions. I think what we do here is we play a Bronco. I don't think we can afford to because they're at 14, so they're not in range of just dying. So we're gonna saddle the Bronco, attack. Bam! That was sweet. 10 damage. They have to double block now, which is fine. We lose our Bronco, but we still have another one. We'll get rid of the Initiate. And then we have a counter spell for anything they play. They gain a life, go up to 5. We counter what if they play anything of value this turn, we just counter it. Land. Don't care about the Phantom. As long as we keep a Bronco on the field, we can just go get the other Singularity and win. This was a little bit of a grind, but we made it. We did it. Opponent's trying to decide whether it's worth attacking. It's not. It's absolutely not. Wow, aggressive. It's definitely not worth it. We literally just get our Bronco back. It's almost like we're killing your creature for free. They gain 2 life, but I mean, Explosive Singularity costs 10. And we can just kill them. So Mirex, Insatiable Avarice, put a card on top. Singularity. Saddle, and we have a counter spell just in case that card in their hand is removal. Trigger's already on the stack, so now it doesn't matter. It was a Gonjo, but yeah, trigger's already on the stack, so. Too late. Boom! 4 in a row. Jagazi. Jagazi's got a Chandra avatar, so they look like they're ready for some explosions. We get to go first. Nice. We got lands. We got stuff to do with it. Feeling good. Haunted Ridge. Go. Mountain. Oh boy. All right. Mono red might be a bit of a stretch. Greedy Freebooter's a great draw if we can get him dead before the Kamano flips. And we're going to have to deal with these Kamanos for our Hidatsugu and Kairis to even work. So it's Mirak, play Flesh Forger. I think we might have to win this game through a little bit more fair means. Well, that's not true, actually. We can Insatiable Avarice to go get a... We can Insatiable Avarice to go... Well, Godric kind of ruins it. So now we're gonna have to push pull Godric. So we push Godric, play a freebooter, get in with the Gorger, and then next turn what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to, as much as I don't want to, we're gonna have to, unless we draw a land. If we draw a land, we can just play Hiratsugu and Kairi. So I'm gonna block and block. This feels horrible because we don't get our freebooter triggers, but we got to get Squee off the battlefield. How does this work? Is it if a creature dealt damage this turn by a source you control would die? So it doesn't actually. All right, so I need to search for a land. Oh, that feels bad. Or maybe I should get a Path of Peril. Path of Peril's safer, but I think... Let's do the safe thing. This is not what I want to do at all. One's going to play with Virus. They scry one to the top. That's not good for us. We're at 11. They play a land and Bloodthirsty Adversary, which lets them... But all of this dies to Path of Peril, so that's very good for us. I don't think we're dead. They keep one on top. So we're at 1. Path of Peril. Oh no! Okay, hold on. Alright, so we have to attack with Gorger first. Then Path of Peril. And then we have to do this to avoid Squee killing us. Godric puts us down to 3. Oh my goodness. Alright, so Callous Sellsword, yeah, we're dead. Oh, mono red. We did the problem is we didn't find a 5th land quickly enough. And the etchings really hurt, so yep. GG, opponent. You got us, ending our super awesome win streak. No! I want to put the sad face, but I won't. Opponent goes first. Daikon 64. Sorry, I didn't introduce. I got a little distracted there for a moment. Just off in my own world. This is reasonable. I mean, we've got the fantastic combo of Bronco into Gorger, so... But it is looking like control, so this could be a bit of a grind. Thankfully, they had a tap plan, so we will at least get to resolve Bronco. Assimilation Aegis. That is annoying. But that means we get to resolve a Flesh Gorger. And then let's see if they have another Assimilation Aegis. Thran Spider. Don't really care about that. There's another Bronco. I think we play it. Get in for 3. Wonder if they want to equip their Aegis to the Thran Spider to draw some cards. Spring-loaded Saw Blades. They take 3 from that. And play another Thran Spider. I would really like to draw a land. That would be fantastic. That's not a land. So I guess I'm going to cleverly use this to put a land on top. Draw the land. Sacrificial lamb. They doubled. They're like, please die. All right. The likelihood that Hidatsugu and Kairi doesn't get countered is pretty low. I don't know. They're playing the artifact strategy. Like, I would love for them to just slam a simulacrum synthesizer right now. They touched the Aegis. They're thinking about drawing cards with the Bronco. That would be hilarious. Nope, they get in for 4 with their spiders. All right, moment of truth. Do they have... If I draw a land, I think I can use these Power Stones to pay for No More Lies. I did draw a land. All right, so if they have No More Lies as their counter spell, I can actually... The opponent helped me pay for No More Lies with their Transpires. Why tap it now? It doesn't have haste. We're going to put double breach on top. That way, if they do kill it with like a spring-loaded Saw Blades, then we get to cast 1. But if they don't kill it, we can kill it ourselves. Deserted Beach. Opponent's going to spend a bunch of mana to look at the top 7. Put it in their hand. They get another Braided Net. We don't really care about that. Alright, so we play Shipwreck March. We're going to get in for 5. Well, no, the opponent's got Braided Net. That's fine. Let's do this on their turn. I absolutely love that that they may lose this match because of the Power Stones they gave us. Alright, so opponent is going to craft. So now that they're tapped out, let's create a token, put the copy. We'll keep the tapped copy. Breach. Actually, we did make a mistake. Luckily, we're not going to pay for it, but we should have actually sacrificed the... And then we need to trigger this like this, so we can put the other breach on top. Or the Singularity. Boom! Get out of here. God, I love this deck. All right, and we're back for the post-game wrap-up. So, Caustic Combo, is it good? It is definitely fun, and I would say that it's good enough to rank up with for sure, especially if you have the patience to play a combo deck like this. It is just so much fun. It's very consistent. Mainly, we're just losing out to Mono Red and Boros. Anything mid-range, any kind of control, we did pretty well against, and we still held our own against Mono Red and Boros with just a little. We were 4-4 against Mono Red and 3-4 against Boros, so not unwinnable matches by any means. But man, this deck is just a blast. I love Hitagetsu and Kairi so much. If I can get it, there we go. I love Hitagetsu and Kairi so much. It's just such a fun card. It's such a unique and interesting card design. And this combo used to be very popular a long time ago when this card was released. And with the release of the set and Caustic Bronco being around, just having another way to potentially set up, and also Insatiable Avarice is also from this set. Being able to more consistently make sure we're putting those big spells on top allows us to cut down a little bit on those spells, because we can search for them and put them on top and then blow our opponent's minds, as you saw in the game. So with that, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate you for being here with me, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this deck as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I will catch you in the next one.